Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another update for my whole collection project pan. This is a rolling style project where we randomly select stuff from our collection and pan them. So we've got 10 products that we're working on. This is a collab with a good few ladies at this point, and it was started by Sarah and Emily. They brought us all together, but the original creator of this project would be Becky Loves Kanga. I make sure all of them will be linked down below, and hopefully as many of the people as I can remember that are doing this project as well. As you might remember from last time, I rolled in a ton of eyeshadows. I did not think that through, and I am definitely certain that I'm gonna bring that number down. I will not be working on like 7 eyeshadows at once, especially considering I'm also doing a Panda's eyeshadows and a Panda palette. So yeah, I have tried to work on them. Some of them have been used a little bit more than others, so let's take a look at where I am. So I think first of all I'm gonna go through a few products that I haven't used too much just to get them out of the way. So there are 3 eyeshadows that I've only used once, and that is actually right now I have them on my eyes. One of them is the Sigma eyeshadow. This is a dark blue in here, which I figured out is not as dark as I thought it was. But that is the blue up here. I've only used it once, so there is not really much of a comparison to do. As you can see, there still is a lot in there, and these pans are huge. So it's going to be in here for a little while. I'm thinking that this might become the replacement of kind of a darker outer V shade once I've worked through some of those. And then the other one is in this Urban Decay Beauty with an Edge palette. And I'm working on Indo in here, which is the green shade. I'm also wearing this one right now, kind of in my outer corner. Just to make sure I've used it once and kind of see what it's like on my eyes, because I had not used this one before it came into this project. I just got this palette for my sister because she decided she's not actually using it. So yeah, not really any progress on that one either. And then lastly, we've got the green in my Sleek, the original palette. In here I'm working on this green right here, and like I just said, I've only used this once now as well. This is what is on my lid, but I have covered it with a gold shade just to make it a little bit more bright, because I did not want like just a blue-green blob on my eyes. So yeah, I've only used that one once, so no progress on that one either. But the product that I put on my eyes now was this gold, is what I put on top of that green, just to make the shade a little bit lighter, a little bit more vibrant. So yeah, that's what I've used on top of it, and I've used this one a few times, and I've been making notes to remember how many times I've used everything. So that one I've used 3 times, so still not a lot, but I've used it a little bit, and in the close-up you can see that the pattern is kind of starting to wear away a little bit. Then the other one in this palette that I'm working on is the pink, and the pink I've definitely used a lot. There is a really good dip in here. That one is also in my Panda eyeshadows, but I decided to just leave it in here once I rolled it because I already had so many eyeshadows. So that one will hopefully be done by the next update. But in the close-up you can see the dip is definitely there. At the moment I have 21 uses on that one. And I feel like I should be hitting pan any day now, so hopefully I can, and I will be able to start focusing on some other eyeshadows and roll something else in than an eyeshadow in the next update. And then the last eyeshadow in a palette is in my NYX Secret World palette, and that is the green shade right here. I don't think you're able to see too well from here, but if you look at the close-up you might be able to see there's a little dip starting to form in that one. This palette is fairly powdery, so that one moves a little bit quicker than maybe I expected. I've used that one 5 times, and those 5 times kind of helped create that dip. I used it a few times before that as well, but yeah, I have a feeling that if I focus on that one a fair bit as well, I might be able to hit pan on it, because I hit pan on this one right here in my Panda's eyeshadows fairly quickly. So I'm hoping I can do the same for that one. So I've got 2 eyeshadows that I'm hoping I might be able to roll out by next time if I focus on them nicely. And then lastly we've got 2 more eyeshadows that I'm working on. One of them is a pigment, and one of them is a Aquarelle chalk from Catrice. you've seen me work on the orange version of this one in my, I think it was a 4 Seasons project last year. It takes forever to get through this. So I'm definitely not going to try and hit pan on this one. My goal is to try and get a visible dip in this one. So that's what I'm working towards. I have used this one 8 times. This is just a really easy one that I can throw in my crease kind of as a base darkening up color. So that's what I'm doing with that one. And I'm kind of changing it up. Like sometimes I'm using the darker brown in my Panda palette and sometimes I'm using this one. But yeah, I've used this one 8 times and I'm hoping I can start to see a proper dip. Like it's not gonna be a, like, oh, maybe there's a dip now, I'm gonna roll it out. I want a proper dip before I do, but well, let's see how long that is gonna take. And then we've got my NYX pigment, which is also a gold yellow. So this one and the gold in here are kind of similar, so it's a bit hard to kind of figure out how to divide my attention between the two of them. But this one I've used 4 times since the last time, and I decided to actually make a marking on it. I've done that upside down because that of course makes sense, and this is where I am right now. So everything below that is where there is still product. So yeah, the 4 times did not make enough progress to make a new marking, but it is marked so we can track my progress, and at least it's good to know that there's less than half of this product actually filled at this point. So yeah, that one I want to finish completely just because I want to get through pigment. I know it will take me some time probably, but at least I will be working on it properly. And then I know I said 7, but I had 8 eyeshadows in here, which means I only have 2 other products left. So one of them is my MaxFactor lipstick, and this is a very bright orange. I took this with me to New Zealand and I've used it I think 2 or 3 times there. I was really focusing on some other products that I wanted to get out before the end of the year or start of the new year. So yeah, I haven't used this a whole lot. I think I've used this, yeah, 3 or 4 times by now. So as you can see, it clearly still looks like a full-on lipstick. I cannot make any new markings on my piece of paper yet, but I have been using it, so that's good, I guess. Yeah, once the weather starts getting a little bit better, this will make more sense for me to wear as well. I've got some other things that I'm focusing on right now, but I will try to use it at least a few times every month, and then once spring summer comes around, hopefully I can use it a little bit more. And then lastly, the product that I should be able to include in my like everyday makeup, but I just haven't really gotten used to it yet. This is the Maybelline Master Smoky Shadow Pencil in Smoky Black. It's a black, but I am wearing it today. I put it on the outside of my eye, as some of you also suggested I should do. So I'm wearing my milk eyeshadow kind of all over the lid, and then I put the black kind of on the outside to help darken it up a little bit more. It's gonna take a while though. Also for this one, I just want to use it up completely, which is probably gonna take me the whole year, but you know, I need to get through this at some point, so why not just focus on this one for a year and try to get it out. But because I'm still trying to get used to this, I think I've used it like maybe 5 times or so, and I have not sharpened it yet or anything. So I am trying to use this, and I need to get into the habit of actually putting this on my outer corner pretty much every day so I can make some nice progress on it. So I guess that's gonna be my goal for the upcoming month. Like now I've kind of figured out how I can use it. Now I need to actually incorporate it in my daily look. So yeah, that is that one. So sadly enough, I cannot roll any products out yet, which is a shame because the fun part about this project as well is rolling the new stuff in. But of course the actual hitting pan and those types of things as well. So hopefully I can hit pan on the pink one in here by next time. And I'm kind of hoping I can also hit pan on the green one in here. All the other products I don't really see myself moving through too quickly yet. But once I've rolled those 2 out, I can maybe start focusing on like 1 or 2 other eyeshadows in here a little bit more. I just cannot focus on 8 eyeshadows at once. I just want to try and make some proper progress in like 1 or 2 over trying to use all of them at least once. Well, at least once would be nice, but trying to use all of them like 3 or 4 times, that to me that is just not as satisfactory as like actually hitting pan in at least one of them. So that's what I'm going to be working on. And yeah, that is it for today. So I thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.